Welcome back to GM Worldwide Radio. This is Unfiltered, presented by Street Smart Society. Again, all your graphic arts and video editing needs, hit up Street Smart Society LLC on Facebook. We are here, back, Rap Jury, Unfiltered, where we hit you with the first 10 minutes always. Today is a historic day in sports. This is the 17th time ever you're going to get all your favorite sports in one day, at least all the American ones in one day. You get Major League Baseball with the playoffs. You get to be the third day of the NBA season with the Lake Show kicking it off with the new ball era tonight. You also get the hockey, which I don't know what's going on with hockey, but I know it's only the second week in hockey. Keep it real with y'all on that. Then my favorite, Thursday night football, because I'm the only person that seems to like watching Thursday night football. So everybody else is like, oh, it's not the same. Like, no, nigga, I feel like I'm not gonna say that because these niggas are still tired from last week that it seems like it's still like it just looks better. It works for me. I can watch Thursday night football. I can watch football almost any day of the week. So that's just me. We got what? Oakland Chiefs. Oakland Chiefs tonight. A
nice divisional game. So Marshawn Lynch are benched. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you benched in my league too, bro.
So I got Derek Carr starting in Michael Crabtree, but that's a different story.
You want to take some L's?
No.
You keep on starting Derek Carr, bro.
I don't have a choice.
You had a choice, and then
No. The choice is over now. There was a choice,
and you took Aaron Rodgers and not Deshaun Watson.
I thought it was first in the waiver wires, and I was trying to get that Orleans Darkwa.
How is he still on a free agency?
Somebody just picked him up. It was Anthony.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
No. If Anthony was definitely first. The waivers goes by who's worst. And you're not that far down that.
But I picked back up Matt Forte, but
that's not much.
That's not really much.
And you know what kills me? Last week was his only good game of the season.
Yeah, I only picked him up because of that. At least Blau Powell is out, and the other dude in the backfield ain't gonna help. So
that's what you think until the other dude in the backfield has 100 yards, and you're sitting there starting Matt Forte with 5 points.
No, I'm not starting Matt Forte. No, Matt Forte. He gets the bench now. He goes back to the bench.
You're not as bold as your boy. Picked up Adrian Peterson off that free agency and got him up. It started I got 20 points or something.
2022.
So bold decisions, people. Bold decisions. But again, we got off track with the fantasy stuff. But again, biggest, like I said, 17th time ever. There is a small chance that if the World Series goes to Game 6, this will happen again because it'll be another Thursday night scenario. So yeah, like I said, it only happened 17 times ever though. It's weird to think that we've only had it happen where all 4 major sports have been played on the same day 17 times. Again, it really only can happen in October because of baseball playoffs in that sense, and the beginning of the basketball season, hockey season being moved up. Because the basketball season that used to start until October 31st.
Yeah.
I remember playing seeing games back in the day. This is way early. Oh, they moved the basketball season up. I forgot because of the new CBA where the players didn't want to keep on doing back-to-back games.
Yeah.
So they spreaded it out, and now they have a free week between the All-Star game.
Oh,
yeah, so
that's what's good.
And then again, like I said, hockey counts too. Like I said, I don't have much to. Hey, Pens is looking good. It's another good start to the season, I think.
Yeah.
That's all I know is that, and that the Las Vegas team seems to be doing very good for a new team.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
That's not good. Them niggas have been dissing us for 3 months. That's all Vegas team's been doing is dissing the Penguins like they somebody.
I hope when we get our games in with them, we'll have to give them the work.
I'm low-key trying to go to that game. I know it's going to be sold out because that's going to be Fleury's first game coming back to the city. Yeah. But I low-key want to go to the Penguins game when the Vegas team comes here. I don't know why, but it's I'm interested in it.
Well, yeah, but this price the tickets are real. No, that's a lot.
Actually, no. The Pens actually have either the cheapest or the third cheapest seats in the NHL. There's a lot more and more expensive places to watch hockey. Remember when they showed the prices between not this year but last year when they were playing San Jose? It was an $1,000 difference between buying tickets here and then going to see the team in San Jose. Nope. Also, that's what a lot of the teams in the city. The Pirates tickets are still pretty cheap compared to the rest of Major League Baseball. And then the Steelers tickets are cheap, but the prices of stuff in the stadium are the highest in the league. We have the highest beer price in the league. I found that out. Yeah. So, the Steelers offset with having somewhat cheaper tickets. They're in the lower 10 of tickets, or not the cheapest, but the lower 10. and they offset that by just jacking prices up on everything else. Like, just letting y'all know that now. You go to Huntsville, go up on Allegheny. There's a Taco Bell, there's a Wendy's, a Subway, and a food court in CCAC. Just go try that. Yeah, like I said, it's definitely there's a way to work things around there like that.
Yeah, just save a little bit of money. Yeah, pre-game. So,
or you know what you can do, at least on Steelers Sundays on November 12th, 2017. You can come kick it here with us and James, your boy Skyline, and a couple other people for $5 a head. Drink, games, Steeler game on the HD TV, and yeah, like I said, come kick it with us. So I said November 12th. It will be like I said, Steeler game. I forget who the opponent is, but we'll get that back up later. But like I said, Steeler game, November 12th. We'll be here. They'll be out of town, so don't tell me you're going to the game because you ain't.
So yeah, you're going out wherever. Let's see.
So yeah, that's definitely how we're kicking it on November 12th, just to let y'all know. One other thing. So rank.com, it's a place where people can make their own ranks of to get people to vote on them. And they have a rank up right now on the top, the worst rappers of all time. The list is pretty long, but I fucked that up. The list is really long. It goes through all rappers, and I'm starting to notice this is not like a full-blown like an editorial list because I'm assuming some people are picking rappers they just hate because there's some people, and I'm going to run the top 10 down for you, but I'm going to make you understand why I can't take this as a full. If it was like a magazine, like Complex or somebody, I'd be like, all right, y'all bullshitting, but all right, I don't know why I'm okay with taking like one of those people's like magazine top 50s compared to knowing that like random people decided this. But I'll give you a couple of key numbers on why this list is probably not the greatest list to go off of. I will start it off around, like I said, I'm not going past 50, but 48's Kanye as the top 50 worst rappers of all time. Y'all might not like Kanye, but that's not true. Same thing with 47, Wiz, Jim Jones is 46. These are not people that are in like the top 50 worst rappers to me, and I don't even like Jim Jones. Like, I'm not a fan of Jim Jones, but I know Jim Jones isn't the top 50 worst rappers of all time. I just was never into his cadence. Like, his rap flow was something I was into, but he was a decent rapper. Shit. We'll jump down into the 30s to make y'all understand. Missy Elliott's 39. Missy Elliott should never be put in anywhere in the worst list of any rap, anything. Anywhere. It's not. Like, it makes no sense. I will shout this one out because this one's too low. Tony Yayo's 35. And this is why I know this list is fraudulent, because Nelly, Lil Wayne, and a couple other people were ahead of Tony Yayo. And I'm like, if you thought Tony Yayo was better than Lil Wayne or Nelly, and I'm not saying Nelly was the greatest rapper of all time, then I don't trust your rap knowledge. Because Tony Yayo, you know what? I have to say one thing. I've said a lot of shady stuff because, like, Mook likes to get at me about the Rams. I say shady stuff about Memphis Bleak. Tony Yayo is the true, like, that's the person. If he was a G-Unit fan, I wouldn't even like, if he was over here trying to hype Tony Yayo like how he does Memphis Bleak, and Memphis Bleak is a good rapper, I'm not stunning that, we would actually be arguing. Because like, I don't have any time for somebody to tell me that Tony Yayo was hard. I just don't. So for him to not make it to the top 20 or 15, I have an issue with that. After that, we get all the way up to about we get up to about 20, where it's again Plies. Not the greatest rapper of all time, but he's definitely not the top 20 worst rappers of all time. Like, Plies, really? Like, his career fell off. But I swear to God, you was out here for about 3 years bumping Plies with the rest of us. So I'm just gonna let that be. I'm just gonna let that one roll. They got Diddy at 19, where I'm like, I don't know. I've never like. Does anybody ever discuss what Diddy's place in rap as an artist is, not as the mogul? Because like, I honestly never had that big of an issue with his rapping. I'm never saying he was lyrical, but he had moments. Oh, Dr. Dre. For y'all that just didn't hear that, Malachi asked him or Dr. Dre. It's not even close. And there's a chance that Diddy's writing his own songs. We know Dre's not writing his own songs. No. The reason I think Diddy might be writing his own songs is because they're not that, there's never been that lyrical. Like, they just haven't. Most of his best songs are anthems outside of like I Need a Girl, which you might believe that like Loon. I think Loon probably wrote those. He was on both. He was the only person that made it from part 1 to part 2, and Usher didn't even get to part 2. So, and Loon was just Loon. Like, yeah. Also, the other reason why I don't trust this list is Magoo is not on the top 50.
Yo.
That's a problem.
Mike Jones, 27, and
I saw that, but I wasn't a Mike Jones fan, so.
Come on, the Vanilla Ice. Everybody loves him.
No, he's where was he at? He's like
26.
Yeah, 26 for Vanilla Ice is right where he needs to be.
I
don't think it needs to be any higher. Like that's one of them ones where like if this was a real list, I'm like I'm not mad about that because I think some people go hard on Vanilla Ice way harder.
Do you think that like they would want him higher up that?
Yeah, I think some people like go hard on Vanilla Ice and like a top 10 worst rapper thing. And I'm like, I don't think he was that bad. I don't think he was good. No. 26, I think, is where it's okay for him to be. To get a little higher for y'all, Bobby Smurda's 15th. I just don't think we got enough Bobby Smurda to put him at 15th. Like, I don't like Bobby Smurda because the shit he was saying was straight snitching on himself. But the lyrics weren't bad. I know I roasted him a couple days ago, but Bow Wow's not 13th. Bow Wow, the person, is probably 13th. But Bow Wow as an artist was not the 13th worst rapper of all time. Same thing with Tyga being 12th. I don't like Tyga. He's not the 12th worst rapper of all time. They're mainstream. There definitely got to be 12 other people that are worse than Tyga. After that, we get into the top 10. Nicki Minaj is 8. I don't like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is not in the top 10 worst rappers of all time. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
ICP is 6. No matter how you feel about them, they're not that bad either.
I think people are just hating at that point.
Oh no,
I don't think ICP should be in the top 10 like that. I'm just saying.
But I'm gonna run down the whole top 10 for y'all real quick because I forgot I was supposed to stop when I got to the 10. I'm supposed to do that. Number 10, Little Debbie. Don't remember who she is. Number 9, Kevin Federline. Number 8, Nicki Minaj. Number 7, Maddie B Raps. Number 6, ICP. Number 5, Birdman. Number 4, Nick Cannon. Number 3, Iggy Azalea. Number 2, Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull. And number 1 is Soulja Boy. So like I said, we're about to wrap this top 10 up, but we're gonna get probably top 12 minutes at this point.
Soulja Boy number 1 is the worst rapper?
You already know I'll flatline with Nick Cannon. I always flatline with Nick Cannon if we don't like. I feel like it's like that argument between Michael Jackson and the Beatles, and I feel like we'll just agree to 1 to that. And I'm like, I feel like in the rap, it's like if you say Nick Cannon, not a lot of people are gonna argue with you.
Yeah, no, there's no argument.
Like some people might be able to argue Soulja Boy because like the first 2 albums were okay. Even though I don't like Crank Your Soulja Boy, if you go into the songs that weren't dance songs, they weren't terrible. Yeah. Recently, it's gotten like god awful. Yeah. But again, first and foremost, Pitbull is probably one of the top 5 best Latino rappers of all time. So there's no way you're putting him in any worse list. So I'm just going to throw that out there right now. Like Pitbull, that's not a void.
Other than America, he's really well loved.
Oh, he's loved in America. You just got I'm telling you now, go to a Pitbull concert if he ever comes back to Pittsburgh. It's probably gonna be the most lit shit you've ever seen. Like, don't underestimate. People underestimate when people come here and they're like, oh, well, we never heard about them in the city. No, people listen to him at their house, and they just don't listen to him in front of their friends. That's the type of shit that happens. Same thing with Iggy Azalea. I don't like Iggy, but I don't think she's 3. Y'all just don't like Iggy Azalea, bro.
You just don't. Yeah.
I think she's trash, but it just never was trash to the point where I was like, oh, she's one of the worst I've ever heard in my life. My ears are bleeding. Shout out to the fact that B Hamp didn't make this list. B Hamp's one of the top 10 worst rappers of all time. He was the one that did Crank That Ricky Bobby. That was terrible. He was on Duro. Actually, almost anybody that was on Duro Music was terrible. Just to say that. Also, Birdman in the top 5 is cool. You got anybody that you think should have been in the top 10 worst rappers of all time that didn't make it?
I think that's all right to some extent.
I guess you don't what's your worst rapper of all time? Real quick before we switch over.
Probably would be Nick Cannon. I mean, that's what you should have just never got into that.
As soon as you did Gigolo, man, it was all over. But should have just stuck to the drum line.
All right, guys, that was the first 10. Now we're going to get it rolling over to the next. What we got?
Yeah, that's why you should wait.
well, we all have a RIP to Hugh Hefner, but we also found out that we all now have the first transgender model for Playboy. How does that make you feel, Jordan?
It makes me feel like it was planned. Like they knew he was going to die. Like for it to be, it's only been a week, bro. His body's not even cold. I'm just gonna let that sink in. His body is not cold. Nah, bro. They've had this plan for a while. It's how long has she been how long has she chosen to be a dude or a chick? You should find that out because if it's been longer than a year, then they've probably been planning this for a while. Whoever his kids is, yo, as soon as the old man goes down, you'll be the first Playboy model to ever be a trend, and you keep it on the road, and I've been doing it. One of his sons has probably been doing this shit. for a while. So I have the whole conspiracy lined up on how this happens a week after the man dies.
I don't know. I don't know how they just let that. I mean, I'm cool, I guess, to some extent. I'm just not. I just wasn't really ready for that. Because I have full love for whatever you want to be is what you want to be.
You know what that is to be like to me is if like the Steelers came out tomorrow, or like it's still early enough. If they came out today and they were like, "We're building a dome,"
I wouldn't be down with that.
And that's what I mean, because none of the older Rooney family members would ever build a dome.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about that, to put it in like a relatable sense. Like, no, that's bullshit. Like, I mean, I'm not saying the man was transgendered, sexist, or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Transphobic. I'm not saying the man was transphobic. I'm just saying that if he didn't do it before he died, he wasn't going to do it a week after he died.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't going to be something he figured out right.
It wasn't right in the will. I hopefully it wasn't written in the will.
Okay, I'll take everything back if it was written in the will. Like, that's different. But it definitely wasn't written in that man's will.
No.
So, like I said, no. Like, shout out to you, Hefner. Fuck off to whoever's trying to ruin the company in a week. Like,
but you could just.
It's gonna be the best.
And she's been transgender since she was 16.
Yeah, this is pre-planned. The woman has been transgender since she was 16, which I also would like to get her name. Yeah.
Yeah, for 16 years or for 10 years. So
yeah. This is way bleep. I'm telling you now, somebody in this family is doing her, and he's been doing her for a while.
It's the first playmate they had a transgender model before.
For Playboy?
Yeah, she's a former Bond girl, Caroline Cossie. She's the first transgender model.
Okay, never mind. This whole
first playmate.
She's like living in
the first playmate
to live in the house.
Yeah.
That's okay. So yeah, that makes even more. Yeah, that makes even more sense. You know what? All right, I do, because Hefner was a visionary. Like, he was one of the ones that started putting black models and stuff for the. Like, he was early on stuff like that. So I do understand that. So him having a black model in the magazine, or not a transgender model in the magazine one time does not shock me. But the fact that there was never one living in the crib, that still was the same thing.
Because I feel like, wasn't he had all the girls like sleeping in the same bed with him.
It was him. That bed is nasty. Let's just put it like that. Yeah. I've seen that. Now there ain't no girls going wild. Now we don't have to get a mirror like in the middle of us one day for y'all to see the reactions of this nigga when I say stuff. but no, like I just man, if your bed can hold 42 people and 42 people actually slept in the bed, they gotta be rowdy. That's all I'm saying. Like
sweat. You need the fan, like a big ass fan rolling.
Like, I have problems sleeping in I have a queen size bed, single, but it's not the greatest feeling when I'm sleeping next to somebody because my room is just hot sometimes. So like, I couldn't imagine I don't care how good your central air system is. 40 something people in a bed's gonna cause a lot of heat. Like,
you could have like
Also, I'm not everybody is gonna have the greatest hygiene.
I expect there's about 15 showers.
You got like a lifetime supply of Vagisil in there. That like hit a nerve for you or something?
I just wasn't ready to think of just.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just. There's some smells that you just can't forget. That's all.
Wait, you smelled Vagisil before?
No, it's the other side. What you have to heal with it. I'm not getting it. I'm not.
Yeah, you don't gotta go any further. You don't gotta go any further. This is unfiltered, but like, unless you want to go into your confessions and.
No, I'm not confessing. No. Oh, yeah. Well, wait.
Yeah, like if you want, I understand that. Like I said, don't go overly unfiltered on this yet.
I'm not. No, I'm not. No,
I definitely don't need the TMI stuff.
I'm just saying, there's some smells that you just don't forget.
All real men have walked into the situation one time. The realest niggas walk away, which I'm not saying everybody does, but like any nigga that can call in or say, yeah, I walked in one day, it was really bad, and I turned around. I'm only had one nigga truly tell me that story, and I believe it. Like, because some of y'all be up snorkeling, bro. With the fucking mask on. Mask on.
Fucking mask on.
Yeah, some of y'all be making that decision sometimes. Back over to the NBA. I know this is a squad, but it's also been the topic of the last few months. The balls. It's here. I'm here. I'm gonna run down the beefs that the Balls have. I'm using the Ball clan because it's LeVar's fault. But these are the games I want y'all to watch for this season to see if Lonzo gets smoked. These are the games where people are going to try the hardest to make Lonzo look bad. And I keep on telling y'all, Lonzo might be a really good offensive point guard, but that nigga can't play defense. Let y'all know that right now, y'all, he's going to be worse than James Harden. Yeah, it's going to be bad. So here's the teams that you're going to watch him get roasted by this season on purpose. First, the LA Clippers. Reason, back whenever he was going to get drafted, he made it really clear that he wanted to stay home. In a Jimmy Kimmel show, they asked him, if you want to stay home, you've been talking about the Lakers a lot, would you play for the Clippers? He said, no, they really have no chance. Lonzo. That wasn't even LeVar. We haven't even gotten to the reasons LeVar is about to get his son roasted. That's Lonzo himself. And a lot of people, I think people took it out of context because the Clippers never had a chance to literally draft him. They had like the 25th pick.
Yeah.
So I think he was saying that. A lot of people took it as, no, I would never play for them. Which no matter what his dad said, because the Lakers had the second pick. If Boston picked him, he was going to Boston.
Yeah.
There is no choice. So y'all can say that all you want. After that, we got the Washington Wizards and Wale. Yeah, I said and Wale. People forget. We always talk about how Drake is an ambassador for Toronto. Wale does the same thing for the Wizards. People won't know about that. But Wale is not an ambassador, but he's a consultant for the Wizards for like their urban stuff, which sounds really racist, low-key, but that's what it is. And originally, when LeVar put out the shoes for Lonzo, they were $495, and he's like, if you can't afford them, you broke. Wale came out and said, what about the kids? LeVar's comment back on the show was, well, I can make the price whatever I want it to be. Was basically what he said. If you got the money, you can do whatever you want.
So he said, fuck them kids.
Yeah. And then, Wale and the Wizards have beef with them now. So John Wall might light up Alonzo Ball. Like, John Wall might give him that work. And even without it, he'd probably give him that work. Number 3, Brooklyn Nets. This was straight up just D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell got kicked off the Lakers for Lonzo Ball and got traded to the Brooklyn Nets, which was the worst team in the NBA last year. So imagine getting traded from a team. I mean, the Lakers weren't great, but it's at least the Lakers. So you can at least hey, it's the Lakers. Brooklyn's new in town. Nobody really, they don't have a history yet.
Yeah.
Saying that, you got kicked to the worst team in the NBA, and now somebody else gets to go to LA. You're probably going to get a little mad about that. And no matter how much everybody loves New York, it gets cold. I don't care if the place gets cold, you hate it at some point in the year.
Yeah.
At all points. Like, I don't care if you live in New York, in London, in fucking wherever else, like Chicago. If it snows, at some point you're upset that you live where it snows. Not everybody's like, I know people that are like, oh, let's go sled riding. After like the 4th day of snow, they're tired of it.
Yeah, you're done.
So
no, what are you talking about? After like the 3rd time you go down, you're like, "Fuck this! I'm not walking up this hill again." Or like you get snow, get socks wet. Like just a little bit of snow gets behind your back. You're like, "Fuck this! I'm done. I'm done with this shit." Like you're like, "Ooh, like no." Mm-mm.
The next
on the first day,
number 4 on this list of teams that we'll be trying to roast Lonzo Ball is the Boston Celtics. We talked about them first. The reason is, the Bulls straight up told the Celtics, who had the technical first pick in the draft, he would not play for them. He actually said that he might even play for the 76ers if it came to it over them.
Wow.
This is how you know. He worked out with the 76ers. He didn't work out with the Celtics.
Yeah. But what if the Celtics should have? I mean, if they would have known.
They have Kyrie Irving. They ain't worried about that. After that is Milwaukee. And this beef is between the Lonzo and LeVar Ball and Jason Kidd. Think about this, man. I'm out here naming names for every team. This is like personal to every team. Jason Kidd is the top 3 best point guards of all time. Like, it's an argument between like Magic Johnson and Jason Kidd. I don't know, maybe Stephen Nash, a couple other people, like maybe a Penny would have kept him on. But LeVar Ball came out and said that he will be hands down better than Jason Kidd, and it won't even be close. Which I'm like, you got to prove that.
Yeah.
Like, you got like Jason Kidd, but 2nd most assists all time. NBA champion, like you have to prove that for sure. After that, we got the Philadelphia 76ers, and this goes off to a beef for Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. It's a Twitter beef, so this one isn't serious to me.
Yeah,
I don't take Twitter beef seriously, but apparently Lonzo and LeVar were talking about how all of them guys get hurt a lot, and at that point, Embiid went on TMZ and said, "Fuck LeVar Ball," which that's like shots fired. And then after that, like LeVar Ball came back and said, "Hey, can't play at all," and he gets hurt all the time. So those shots is a little more personal, but again, it's Twitter beef, and I don't rock with Twitter beef.
Yeah.
Twitter beef ends up with like slap boxing. But after that, we got the Sacramento Kings, and that is a rookie-on-rookie battle. This is like the only legitimate one to me. De'Aaron Fox got drafted to the Sacramento Kings. That was the first overall pick in the draft. He's been getting a lot of shade. He's gotten like no attention for being the first overall pick in the draft, and because he ended up getting traded away from Boston. But nobody talks about it. Mm-hmm. So that one should be something that we look forward to. After that is the Golden State Warriors, which that's just going to be a bad game for everybody now. And me included. The thing is, I like the Golden State Warriors. So even though I'm going to be sad my team's going to get smoked, it's still going to be nice to see a good game. Yeah. The Golden State Warriors, it's about it's everybody. It's everybody. LeVar Ball called out fucking everybody. And when I say he called out everybody, he said that LeVar Ball is going to smoke Steph. He's better than Draymond Green. He went on some tangent about how he's going to be better than Kevin Durant. He straight up, you talked about the team that got all the best players in the NBA outside of LeBron James. And you talk shit about LeBron James too, so that's going to come back at you at some point. But still, also, I think as we are almost at the end of this list. I forgot the numbers. But next we're at Charlotte Hornets. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Michael Jordan's come out of retirement when they play the Lakers, and he's going to smoke this boy himself because he's out. LeVar Ball said that he could beat Michael Jordan one-on-one.
Yeah, y'all remember that? Yeah, I remember that.
Don't challenge Michael Jordan.
No.
Like, I've heard stories about challenging Michael Jordan. There's a few people that I've heard you can't challenge in the sport that they like to play because they'll take it overly serious. Michael Jordan's the king.
Yeah, he'll take it.
I'm still convinced that Michael Jordan's sons have probably never beaten him in basketball. Like, it's that serious.
Do you think he took it serious, even at a young age, like even when they were real young, like?
I think this is one son might not have scored a shot until he was like 7.
Yeah,
and it had to be like on some lucky shit. Like his dad saw some fine chick jog by, and he went up. He's like, "I got a layup." He's like, "That don't count. You walked. He wasn't even watching." I said, "You walked." You always double dribbling anyway. Like I feel like Michael's one of them type of dudes, man. He'll do that to you all day. So Michael Jordan definitely has beef with him. And second to last but not least, Cavaliers. I already told you he thinks he's better than LeBron James. 4-time MVP, couple-time NBA champion, going to the finals 9 times in a row this year as long as nobody gets hurt.
Yeah.
There's no argument there. And last but not least is the Oklahoma City Thunder. And this is because Russell Westbrook and LeVar Ball both went to UCLA. And Lonzo Ball. LeVar Ball went to UCLA too, though. Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
Both went to UCLA. And LeVar Ball said that Lonzo Ball being at UCLA is the best thing that's happened to UCLA in the last 15 years.
Oh.
If we remember correctly, Russell Westbrook played at UCLA in the last 15 years. When Russell Westbrook played at UCLA, he played there for 2 years. You know what happened in those 2 years? They went to the Final Four each one of those years. That was better than what happened with Lonzo's 1 year. In Lonzo's 1 year, the UCLA fell out in the Sweet 16. If y'all don't know college basketball, that's where Pitt gets eliminated when they go to the national. When they go to the tournament, it's always Sweet 16.
Yeah.
So just think of it like that. They went out with Pitt. So that is my list to give y'all the watch out on who's going to smoke the Lakers and Lonzo Ball this year. Just to let y'all know. Like I said, to me it's interesting just because what's going to be worse? I think his dad can't go to the games.
No, he'll be in the box. He'll be up there.
Then stay in the box. But if he's down on the court or like in seats, that's going to make it worse for his son. Because remember, you know what Lonzo Ball reminds me of? Not Lonzo, LeVar. I'm going to mess this up all you. LeVar. Spike Lee. Remember the opportunity 30 for 30 with Spike Lee and the Indiana Pacers and how they basically said Spike Lee's the reason that Miller went off. Reggie. Yeah, Reggie Miller went off. He went up and did the choking thing. They blamed that on Spike Lee hyping him up and getting him psyched up like that. And then I think LeVar Ball could do the same thing. I'm telling you now, if LeVar Ball's there when they go play Cleveland, it's gonna be so nasty. They're gonna do something fucked up where they set it up for LeBron can alley-oop on Lonzo's nuts. And he's gonna look straight at LeVar Ball and just look at him. Like it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be so the dish. Yo, that boy might cry. He looks a little soft. He got that Drake in him.
You think the Bone Thugs would say something again?
No, this isn't Kyrie. And it was just a Wishman.
It was just
don't corroborate all.
All right, that was just one. All right, it was Wish. All right.
No, because that was some silly ass shit he said. That's why I'm like, yeah, don't make them all sound like they retarded.
No.
So, no. What?
Yeah, I'm just just stay home. Don't watch the game. Like you can watch the game, but yeah, if he's on court side, like that's gonna fuck everything up.
Oh yeah, like I said, the OKC game. There's a couple games that won't matter, but again, if he actually I take back what I said about Charlotte. If he shows up to the Charlotte game, you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna show up to the arena. They're gonna have the garage down. Like, why the garage down? You're gonna see a fucking hoop. You're gonna see chalk lines. And you're gonna see Michael Jordan sitting there in a fucking uniform.
Yo,
like you're not allowed inside until you beat me.
Yo,
I'm telling you, Michael Jordan's petty.
I can see that. I can see that, yo.
Michael Jordan is an extremely petty athlete, one of the best of all time. Cannot knock it, but he's petty. Just giving y'all that one-on-one. Last thing before we go into our first break, Lil Uzi Vert and Playboi Carti announced yesterday they were going on tour. I forget the name of the tour. It doesn't really matter. But they were going on tour. And today, also, the tour was actually, I'll give you all the dates real quick, or at least the date that mattered to Pittsburgh people. They were supposed to be coming to Stage AE on December 13th. Yeah, I say this supposed to because you know what happened? Today, Lil Uzi Vert canceled. Playboi Carti, I think, is still going along with it. But, they canceled. Oh, it was 1629 tour. It's because Lil Uzi Vert grew up on the 16th block of some street in Philly and the 29th block of some street in Atlanta for Playboi Carti. But
maybe Uzi Vert saw your video. He just didn't want to come out to Pittsburgh after he ripped him apart on.
I don't know about that. Maybe he's just sick after all. He's throwing up on him neon guts.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Like, hey, Playboi Carti will be in Pittsburgh December 13th by himself for the 1629 tour. But we are gonna come right back. It is Rap Jury Day, so that's what y'all gonna get when we come back. This is GM Worldwide Radio. Remember, IG and Twitter at GMWW Radio. Our IG is unfiltered_PGH. Remember, if you want your music played, if you want to get on Rap Jury, CDQ, mixed and mastered, all that shit, GMWW Radio at gmail.com. Send it in. We'll give it to you straight, and we're going to be right back giving you Rap Jury.